Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Tabletop Escapades. We had a heck of an episode last time. A lot of things happen. A lot of people that were part of the party are now not part of the party. We had a riddle of sorts involving some stairs, a giant beam of light, and we got separated. We got separated from those NPCs that we've either grown attached to or forgotten about or whatever it is. And we are moving on. I think the big thing story-wise to kind of keep in mind is that Therese, and only Therese, kind of communicated with some spirits that were part of the adventure long ago. And if you've been watching the show for a long time, you may happen to know who those spirits are. But just, something to keep in the back of your mind as we move forward with this story.
I chose to keep that information to myself.
Right.
Popper asked if anyone we knew, and I said no.
That would have gone bad.
Yeah.
Huge side quest.
Yeah.
We went through this curtain of light, basically, this veil of white light, and we're in this new place. And the place that I want to describe to you is, imagine that you're in basically a giant rectangle, okay? And it's divided up into 5 sections, with the middle section being completely plain, just basic stone, nothing really remarkable about it, except at the back, those Death Knights that we saw earlier in the armor and the skeletal hands and the swords and the holding of the torches, there are 2 of them in the back. Much like the Death Knights that you saw on the stairs, they're not moving. They're just staring straight ahead at you. Not at you specifically, they're just staring straight ahead blankly. That is important. And then there's a lot going on in this room, and so we're going to take it in parts. The rest of it is divided up into areas that have they're like dirt, and in the middle of each of these squares, essentially, in these 4 squares, there's definitely dug up ground. There's a ring of dug up ground, and on 2 of the squares, the far left one and the far right one, there's a faded mural that you can make out. And we'll get into the faded mural.
So these are all on the ground. There aren't any walls?
No, there are walls. So ground, dirt, mural on the wall facing away from you.
Okay. But on the ground, we're standing on a stone platform.
You're standing on a stone.
Dirt platform, or squares around us. Okay.
Right. So you guys are standing in the stone, and then square here, dirt floor, dirt floor, dirt floor, dirt floor. So there are 4 of them, 2 on each side of you. Okay? The far left one and the far right one have a faded mural on the wall facing away from you. Or like you're looking at it, essentially. Yeah. So you're like looking at the Death Knights. That was a bad way to describe it, but the mural, you're looking at it, essentially. The ones, the innermost ones, the wall is kind of broken and crumbled. It looks like it's been destroyed somehow. Okay? And I want to get into what the murals look like and what they represent, but before we do that, you guys are seeing something extremely odd, kind of all throughout this room. But it is the most eye-catching thing in the room. You are seeing some sort of spirits or ghosts or visions. You're not sure what they are, but they're just kind of dim white outlines of people. But what's interesting about them is they're kind of split off into different groups. And so in one scene, essentially, with these spirits, it might be a group of just 2 people. In another, it might be 4 or 5. And so there's groups of different sizes. However, the one curious thing about all of these different visions, all of these different groups, is that there is one figure present in every single one of them. And that is Tataka, who you've actually kind of seen a little bit.
We saw his head.
You saw his head. You saw kind of an outline of his head, but now you can see him, his whole body in kind of this form. And he looks not old, but aged. You can tell that his fur has some gray in it. He's always smoking a pipe, or a pipe is on his person, and all these different images.
What do his leg joints look like?
His leg joints actually look like normal human leg joints.
They look jointed.
Yeah. Okay. But he's a tiger man?
Yeah, he's a tiger man. So he's got big paws, but he can move them enough like fingers to be able to grab onto things and
Tiger
carefully
humanoid.
put a pipe. Yeah, tiger humanoid essentially, tiger person.
Yeah.
Guacamole, Brad.
However, you can tell even just at a quick glance that the types of people that Tataka is talking to or involved with in these different scenes are all over the place. Some of them look like ancient people who are just beginning to be formed, and he's really struggling to communicate with them. Others look like nobles that you would see in your own time and place. And so you're getting a bunch of different characters, essentially. Can I have you all make a perception check?
Do we see future people?
You don't see anything like robots or lasers or anything like that, so nothing that crazy.
13.
But it's hard to tell which time period these things take place at. They might take place before or after, depending on the scene. What? Sorry,
19.
19. Okay,
13.
Villian?
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
10.
Okay.
11.
13.
Okay. So Therese and Villian, you notice something that the other two members of the party don't
Canon.
notice.
Villian, by the way, ended last episode sobbing, but he found some resolve in thinking that Rings will surely find a way to get Palvin off of the eternally slamming him into the ceiling light pillar. So that he's free to observe again.
Yeah, can
Okay.
we for the
Yeah,
band
yeah.
check-in?
Yeah.
Therese,
If we get one.
He has faith in Rings.
Therese will likely never think about Palvin or Rings ever again.
A check-in might take away from where things go.
Oh,
so
some payoffs. Okay.
yeah.
All right.
I don't know if a check-in makes sense right
Rings,
at this time.
no!
Rings!
But we have a lot to focus on now.
Yeah.
Anyway, Therese and Villiand. So these scenes are kind of hard to parse because they don't seem to be aware of each other's space. Like they're all kind of mixed together in weird clumps. And there's a lot of them. It's just kind of a room filled with these spirit scenes. And you are perceptive enough to notice 3 that really stand out. So 2 of them are happening on the left side of the room, and then 1 of them is happening on the right side of the room. And the 2 that are happening on the left side of the room, you recognize Therese. I guess Villian, they would maybe catch your attention, but you wouldn't know who these characters are. But Therese definitely would. You see Tataka talking to a kobold that is clearly moved.
Look at this strange kobold he is talking to.
Hold on, we got a couple more to describe real quick.
Okay.
And then in that same general area, you see a spirit of Tataka talking to someone that looks like old Benjamin as well.
Whoa.
You don't recognize any of them, dude.
Don't. And what do you mean talk? Like threatening or like conversing? with?
Yeah.
We'll get there if you guys
Okay.
want to like try to parse what they're saying. We definitely
Sure.
can get there. I just want to describe like, hey, these 3 stand
Well,
out.
how's the body language though?
Sure, we can do the body language real quick. With Moof, it seems to be consoling, and with old Benjamin, it seems to be like some sort of reconciliation.
Whoa.
It seems to be pensive.
What's
On-
the third one?
So the third one, like Therese, it's like, hey, I've been with these characters. I know for sure that it is clearly them.
Yeah.
The one on the right, you're not like 100% sure, but there is. Tataka is interacting with somebody who looks like a young Ramos, who like you've
nice.
only seen one of these tieflings, and he just the way that this character's face looks, it looks like a younger, childish version.
He's got the horns.
He's got the horns, correct? That you've seen.
Is
And
he
what's-
talking with a vulture in anything? Or what was that
No.
thing? That
Yeah.
eagle? That
Skull.
Skull.
Right. Skull.
I'm
No, there's no skull. But so there's a lot of scenes going on. Those are the 3 that stand out to you. It's up to you to decide what to do.
I sort of like stretch and like move to the side to block Pomper's view of move. Very anime moment.
Yeah, I'm kind of just standing there thinking.
The one that I find most interesting is that he would talk to this kobold, because from what I understand of kobolds, they don't like to converse.
Question: in this reality, are there kobolds? Because they were sort of dragony, right? Lizardy.
In this world that you're in, since the fall of the Dragon Lord, no, there
I
would.
meant like Villian's
fair
world,
enough.
I guess.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
These scenes are mysterious to me.
Can I sense anything from any of these illusions, like the ones that I'm close to? Like, could I try to communicate with them in their heads, or
You can try. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll try to talk to Moof?
Moof is the one you pick?
Yeah.
Over Old Benjamin?
He's doing it for the audience, dude.
All right,
Fan favorite.
Also,
Fan
I
service.
wasn't that connected to Old Benjamin.
Okay.
That was more Pomper and Nicator.
So you try to communicate, and you get no response.
Okay.
It doesn't. You feel like there's not anything to communicate with there.
Right. So par for the course with Moof.
And to me, it's just spirits, right? Can't really.
You couldn't
Yeah,
pick them out.
Discern.
We have bad eyesight.
Yeah.
It's like you go in, and it's just kind of overwhelming. There's so many of these happening.
We'll do a tabletop escapades where we take Pomper to the optometrist.
Get a spell.
I want to inspect the murals.
Okay. So do you go to the left or to the right?
I'll take the left one.
Okay.
You're walking over there?
Yeah, I'll walk over there.
All right.
So I'm walking through the scenes even too, right?
Well, I have
on.
an update for
Oh
you.
no.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I was going to say, you're just going to walk on that crazy dirt?
As you walk, the spirits dissipate. They go away.
Cool.
All of them, or just the ones
Just
near
the
him?
ones on the left side. And so Villiand is walking, and obviously, of course, you can respond as they disappear. You don't have to fully commit to that, but you take a step forward, you get closer, and the ones closest to you on the left side just vanish.
Are there any shrieks or
No, there are
not
no
like
shrieks.
before?
Correct.
Okay.
There are no shrieks or
And-
cries of pain.
And you said there's 4 dirt squares?
Yeah, so you guys are in the center of this stone area, and then to your left there are 2 squares with dirt.
So we're like, it's like 4 corners. We're like just on a little platform in the middle center of the, like the 4 corners.
It's just straight across. And so
the whole, the
Yeah,
stone
it's-
goes all the way through the middle.
yeah, the stone, imagine 5 squares, okay? The first 2 on the left are dirt, then the third one right next to it is stone, and then the 2 to the right of that stone
Okay,
one
okay,
are
okay.
dirt.
So Villian walking left does not cross a border until he's over the second square. If we number the squares, 1, 2, 3,
Yes,
4,
exactly.
5.
So
I'm
imagine
leaving square 3.
Oh,
You
they're
are- you're-
horizontal.
Yeah, they're horizontal. So you
Ah,
are in
okay.
you are in square 3. You are going into square 2.
Yeah.
I was picturing the dirt next to each other for some reason. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep, that's
Now
is
the
correct.
rectangle makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Should we each stand on a different square?
Sure, they are just illusions. They cannot harm you.
It's a good idea, Pomper.
I go stand on one
Um,
to the left, I guess.
So
next
we're
to
going
the-
from left to right.
Yeah.
Square 1 has a mural, and square 5 has a mural. 2 and 3 have broken stone.
Okay.
Which square has the scary skeleton knights?
So
3?
in the middle,
It's 3.
in square 3, there's
Okay.
no mural, there's no dirt. It's just all stone, and basically at the corners of stone 3, there are 2 death knights.
Okay.
So 4 total or 2 total?
There are 2 total.
Okay.
They're like you're looking this way. There's one in that corner, one in that corner.
Oh,
Kitty
okay.
corner.
Okay. No.
Right? Was
No.
that an incorrect use of a kitty corner?
Kitty corner would be diagonally one on each,
Yeah.
but they're on the
Good
same
try.
side of the.
Good effort.
Maybe,
Had you
maybe
gotten it
next week.
right, I would have given you a point of inspiration. Yeah.
Great vocabulary, Kyle.
So maybe next time.
I'll go down to 5, I guess, by the other mural.
Okay, so Popper is going to.
The one next
2.
to
2.
Yeah, Billy.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're going all the way down to 5. Cool. So
I try to avoid hitting any spirits, but they
whether
dissipate
you
anyway.
whether you try to be careful or not,
Okay.
just you getting close to them causes them to vanish.
Okay.
Um,
Ninja. Vanished. Sorry.
Now that we're getting into the description of the murals, I just want to say, this puzzle that I've created is not my puzzle. I was looking at puzzles on the internet, and I got this from Reddit. I don't remember the specific user, unfortunately, but that is where I got it
It's like
from.
a Dungeon Masters subreddit.
It's just a general Dungeons and Dragons Reddit,
Cool.
and I saw it posted there. I think it was posted a few years ago. It's not new, but yeah, that's where I got it from.
Thanks, whoever posted
Yeah,
it.
thank you for that. Anyway, okay, so you go all the way down to 5. So Pomper and Villiand, just to let you know, at number 2, there is no mural. So number 1 has a mural, number 2 has a destroyed wall.
Good. You're getting attacked by someone coming out of the mural.
No,
You're
I'm
gonna
not.
have to do a laser puzzle though.
Yeah.
Birdcough, do you stay in the center in square 3?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just looking around like, whoa, what's going on?
Birdcough, we said we're putting one of us in each square.
Huh?
We're putting one of us in each square.
Oh, which square you want me in?
The empty one, Birdcough.
Which one's that?
Square 4.
Oh, okay. There's no numbers. Oh, I know.
Yeah, do I make it to square 1 unharmed?
Oh, yeah, you make it square 1 unharmed.
Okay,
Yep.
alright.
So
So you gotta stand next to the damaged wall.
Not only do the spirits dissipate, they don't react to you. There's no acknowledgement of your presence. Okay.
I'm going 4, yeah.
Okay. All right. So who wants to go first?
I want to investigate
Okay. So
that,
you want
that mural.
You want to investigate the
Yeah.
mural?
Yeah. And I mean, can like Pomper see it from here too?
Yeah.
I'm going.
There's no reason why you couldn't see it.
I'm going full Qui-Gon, Phantom Menace,
Okay.
kneeling down, meditating.
Okay. Just so
He's
The-
never meditated once.
Right at the Darth Maul part.
Yeah, right before he gets stabbed.
No, Pomper.
Pompers.
I've sat there.
When?
I've sat and like closed my eyes
He
in quiet contemplation.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
inexplicably meditates
Yeah, like out
from
of
time
everything,
to time.
you're questioning
Yeah.
this?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
You guy trying to work kitty corner in there, just
Yeah.
let it go.
Constant growth, Kyle.
All right.
Meditation.
progression.
nonsensical growth.
There's a lot going on right now.
let's
Overwhelmed.
the
Yeah.
murals are the last
Spirits.
piece of information
Okay.
that I need to give you. And so
Close.
on the far left that Villiand is seeing. So the walls are stone, the floor is dirt, and in every single square except for square 3, there is a dug up circle of earth. Okay?
So in all 4.
In all 4 of them. The walls are all stone. There is the mural that you're looking at has been clearly painted on smooth stone. Okay? What the mural is, as you can tell that there is a grassy field. There is a bright shining sun in the sky. There are clouds, and there's rain going down on newly budded flowers, essentially.
I cast Roadrunner and run into the painting.
You
Just kidding.
you take 187 points of damage. Please reroll.
Pomper, open your eyes and look at this. Pomper, wake up, look.
What is it?
Look at this mural.
What is it?
I don't know. I think it's about nature, perhaps.
Should we smash it?
Yeah.
What? Hang on. Don't nobody smash anything.
Okay, we should consider smashing, though.
We'll put it on the maybe pile.
Okay.
What is my mural?
So your mural is a very similar type of scene. It seems to be working with a lot of the same elements, but they're in a much different form. So you see land, essentially, but it's just completely blanketed in snow. And you see clouds where dots of snow is coming down. The dominant colors here are white and just, smatterings of very light blue.
Okay. I take out the peculiar doll and walk into the painting. In the holes, are the giant holes centered on the dirt squares?
There are no giant holes, really.
In the dirt, isn't there a hole?
It's not a hole. It's just like, so you have dirt that looks normal, and then in the center, some of that earth is dug up a little bit.
Oh, just like tilled.
Right.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay. And is that centered? on
Yeah, I
each?
mean, it's fairly centered.
Okay, sure. And circular.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do other places in the mural look familiar to us?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like it is referencing a specific location.
I want to play with the dirt. Just dig around in it.
Okay. Do you just play with any dirt?
I'm going to, so where it's kind of, dug up a little, I guess, already.
Yeah.
I'm going to start digging in.
Okay.
Like a dog.
All right, cool. So you get on your hands and knees. Which square do you want to do that at?
I'm in... Which one am I?
You're in 3?
Yeah.
He's in 4.
Oh, 4. That's
Okay, so
right.
you want to do it at 4?
Yeah.
All right, so Birdcough, you start digging around in the dirt. Based on what you told me, there doesn't really seem to be too much of a method to this. You're just kind of playing around with the dirt. However, when you start digging into the dug up dirt, your hand does kind of catch something. Small but very distinct.
Oh. I found something.
What'd you find?
Hold on.
You kind of sift through the dirt and you look at your hands like a curious child, and you see a seed.
It's a seed.
A seed?
Yeah.
Therese thinks for a second, and then she goes, "Seasons?
We have a budding plant over here on this mural.
I'm in winter.
Then what is in your dirt?
Let me check." I take a dagger and dig through the dirt.
Okay. The dirt is very soft and easy to dig through. Your knife does catch on something, though. And much like Birdcough, you too find a small seed in your circle of dug up earth.
All right, I'll dig up my dirt.
Okay.
Me too.
So you've all dug up your earth essentially, and you all find a seed.
Water it. Pour water on it, Pomper.
It's not a bad idea.
All right.
That's how it works.
Are there any barrels or anything in this room?
No.
Empty barrels.
Is there a body of water?
No, there's no body of water.
Can
And
we?
the smashed up wall.
Yeah.
We should investigate that smashed up
Yeah, let's
wall.
investigate the smash up wall before we do anything.
Yeah. Does it look like there used to be a mural of, say, fall and summer, perhaps?
So just a quick glance at the smashed up walls in sections 2 and 4. They look completely destroyed. It looks like they're caved in almost. It's just big rocks lumped together, stacked on top of each other.
So you can't hear anything outside of them?
You can try to listen.
Sweet. I'm gonna cast
Uh-oh.
Stone Shape and make an opening.
Okay.
Whoa.
Page 278.
Jedi.
Meditating,
Stone
dude.
shape.
Just learn that power.
Yep. You know what, Hubert? I apologize. I have to apologize for that one.
Touch a stone object of medium size.
apologizing for?
For mocking his meditation, but it paid off.
Smaller section of stone no more than 5 feet in any dimension, and form it into any shape that suits your purpose. So, for example, you could shape a large rock into a weapon, idol, or coffer, or make a small passage through a wall.
So long as the wall is less than 5 feet.
5 feet? Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
do it to a non-crush wall.
So what would you like to form the stone into?
You could also shape a stone door, or its frame to seal the door seal the door shut.
That's sick. That's a really good power, dude. What level is that?
4th level.
Okay. That's a 4th level spell.
I want to make a opening.
Okay.
Just want to
A doorway.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Hubert, you
We just leave the puzzle.
you
Out of here.
Gotcha, Reddit.
you touch the stone, and you kind of just, as best you can, move your hand across all of the crumbled stone, and you actually end up forming a door that you can
Nice.
open like this.
Oh.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I go through the door.
So you open the
All right,
door.
Peek it.
Okay.
Cautious.
So you peek in, and inside the door you see a bunch of crumbled rock.
Damn it.
Your tone of voice sounds like, yeah. Oh. What do you see, Pomper?
Just more rubble. I don't think we'll be able to get through here.
What?
Can we create ice or water or?
I can make some water, but
Yeah.
I don't really know what that'll do. What if we change the location of the seeds? Swap them around.
Why?
Do
Are
they
they all
all
the same
look the
seed?
same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you look at the seeds, they all look identical.
It's the same, dummy.
God, I just It's taking all of my willpower to not eat this thing like a sensu bean. I want to so badly. So badly. I just want to eat this thing, but I'm not going to do it.
What would happen if he ate the seed?
Check
Grow
for another
watermelon in
seed
his stomach.
first. Check for a second seed, and then you can eat the seed.
Yeah, I'm going to dig a little more, right? We all just found one seed?
Correct.
Dig a little more.
So you dig for about a minute, let's say, just being extra thorough. You do not find any other seeds.
Okay.
Is the temperature near the mural the same as the temperature of the rest of the room?
Correct. Yes, it is. The only point at which the temperature fluctuates is near the torches of the Death Knights. Obviously, they
Sure.
produce heat.
Sure. I would... And both Death Knights look the same? They're the same? Like,
Yes, they
As
look
each
the
other?
same. They look not only the same as each other, but exactly the same as the ones that you encountered. You notice that some of the spirits kind of start reforming around you, just very slowly, almost like a mist kind of coalescing together.
do I notice... in the different sections, are there any similarities between the groups of spirits? Like, in one section, are they all kneeling? In another section, are they all doing something? Like, anything like that?
No, it's a good question. The spirits have not really reformed enough for you to make that observation, but that's definitely a question you can ask once more time has passed.
Okay.
Similarities in the lowercase r's.
What? Oh, that sounds familiar.
Ghostbusters.
Zodiac?
23.
Is that right?
Yeah. I don't know what to do.
I'm thinking seasons. Like winter, fall, summer, spring, right? Because it's the same location, spring and winter on the ends, and there are 4, and 2 are crushed. That's my impulse, but it could be wrong. And I don't know how that applies to the dirt or the seed.
So 1 is spring, 2 summer, 4 fall, 5 winter.
Yeah. And the middle is just the platform, maybe.
Summer?
Yeah, I don't know.
Should we try, like, warming the summer one, freezing the winter one?
That was what I was
seed?
thinking, but
We have no ice powers.
I don't know. I don't have any.
Water
ice.
the seed.
Yeah,
let's
Pomper,
water a
create,
seed.
All right.
plant the seed and
Plant
create
seed,
water on
water
it.
God.
I do that.
Okay, you plant what seed where, and what do you do?
Yeah, I only have... I can do this 3 times.
Do we have any? Wait. Ooh, can you shape stone again? Can you make a like a bowl?
You can make a
Can you make 4 bowls out of stone,
I
and then
only
you
do
can
it on
create?
one.
Then you can create water once, and we just put them in bowls.
I can make a big bowl, I guess.
Yeah, or a bucket.
make a jug, dude.
Yeah.
Big old jug. We
Yeah, I
gotta
wanna
aim
make a
the
jug.
water on it.
Yeah, I'll make a jug.
Stone.
So you're going to make a stone jug.
Yeah. Stone jug.
Page 38.
Is this going? How's this going? We can make some tentacles.
So the object you can create have 2 hinges and a latch, but finer mechanical details impossible. But I don't think a jug is outside of the realm of this spell. So you just kind of make a a large stone jug that you
Yeah.
could pour liquid into.
I imagine it being quite crude.
And now I'm gonna
Yeah.
Earthenware.
create food and drink.
Well, also because if it's a large stone jug, it's also pretty
be
heavy,
heavy.
especially with the water inside of it.
Tube it.
So I create food
I mean,
and drink.
like like a 2-foot jug or something. Not
Okay.
like huge.
Food just splashes everywhere.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'll have some of that food. I'll grab
Yeah,
some
I'll
of
eat
the
some.
weird
Cool.
dough.
Yeah, I'll eat some of
Is
it.
that chicken?
The bizarre dough.
Yeah.
It's like a flavorless paste, if I remember correctly. It's like a bready, unleavened bread.
I have a feeling we're just going like the complete opposite way of the solution every time, and I love it.
Because the Reddit puzzle creator couldn't presume that we have the power to create water.
Right.
Right.
Like the seeds probably don't even matter.
Now, if we had Goodberry,
Seeds matter.
All right.
Good berry. Sick.
So you specifically use create food and water, not create or destroy water, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you create 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water.
Float it.
So obviously more than. Well, I don't think it's a 30-gallon jug.
That would be unliftable.
Yeah. I think it is. But so there's an excess. Okay. Enough to sustain up to 50 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours.
50.
Yeah, we're
The
gonna
food is
flood it
blemished.
out,
The
dude.
water is clean and doesn't go bad. Okay, so your water just kind of goes everywhere. I don't know where exactly you are, but
I'm near the where I made the stone shape, or where I made the.
oh,
And you're
so you're in
centering-
2.
Right,
You're
he's
in
2.
2.
Yeah. And you're centering the water above the jug.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. So, for the sake of convenience, you have a full stone jug of water
Excellent.
and food scattered around if you so desire.
Cool.
So we got 1 seed from each thing.
Again, Pampa, I'm grateful for your nourishment.
Thanks, Pomper.
Doesn't taste very good.
Nope. But it's okay.
And the seeds are identical.
Herb and water it.
Yeah, plant it, Pomper.
All right. Yeah.
Everyone keep track of your seeds. It might be important where we
Alright,
got them
alright.
from.
I'm gonna draw a smiley face in the dirt where mine is.
Yeah, I guess I'll just put the one I dug back and water it.
It's step 1.
Okay.
Don't overcomplicate things
'Kay.
before you have
put the one back.
So-
Like you probably don't. Like the soil is wet. You probably
Yeah.
don't have to water it.
Yeah, that's true. You got
Yours is
water
probably,
everywhere.
Wait. Hold on. You are planting the seed
Yeah.
where you found it in 1, and you are putting water on it, correct?
He's
Correct.
in 2.
found the
But
seed
yeah.
in
I'm
Oh,
in
in
2.
2. You're
Yeah.
planting the seed into and putting water on it in 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Seed 2 is planted in 2 and watered.
Yeah.
Plot 2.
Lock it
Okay,
in.
got it. So you dump water on the seed planted in 2 where there is no mural and nothing happens.
Damn it. Try
The
somewhere else.
dirt gets wet. The seed gets wet.
Villian, let's try yours.
Okay.
All right.
Do the exact same thing.
All right. So,
Villian uses his shield as a shovel.
Nice.
so your jug has handles on it. You lift it up. It's very heavy. You're strong enough to carry it.
Do you want
kinda-
help with that, Pampa?
You get that side.
Okay.
We each get a side.
Yeah.
So you guys kind of waddle over in your armor with your stone jug of water. Some of it kind of slops back and forth and falls out of the jug. There's more than enough for you to use. So you plant the seed in 1 and now water 1, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. When you do this, something happens. There is a reaction. So it doesn't even take very much. Just a small splash of water comes out of the jug, lands on the seed that is newly buried in a spot where it was dug up. And a small sprout just kind of springs up, and it's very lush and green. And then it gets encased in gold and becomes solid.
Whoa.
I do not know what to think of this.
Just a small sprout. There are 2 leaves.
So it's
coming
small, tiny.
Yeah, it's small, but it
But gold?
eventually gets encased in gold. Now, something happens. In addition to this, spirits that were occupying Square 1 come back.
Oh.
And Pomper, you just happen to be very close to these spirits. And you see Tataka talking with somebody that is clearly Moof and clearly Old Benjamin, among other characters.
Do you see that?
Yes. Do you
Yes.
recognize these people, Pampa?
It's Moof and Old Benjamin.
What is a move?
That kobold.
It can't be. Move?
There's no response.
Benjamin?
Also no response.
I tried talking in their heads. I think they're just pictures. I don't think...
Yeah, I don't believe this.
Yeah.
Some kind of trick.
I have an idea.
What?
So we planted something in... Assuming that the season's hypothesis is true, and we planted something in spring and it sprouted, right? The next season would be summer. So maybe we have to plant them in spring, move them to summer, they'll get bigger. Move them to fall, something else will happen. Maybe
Okay.
they have to do the life cycle? I don't know.
Hey,
We're-
what, Pampa? I guess I'll like dig up the golden sprout, hand it to Pomper.
And we should try planting the seed from Pomper's area in one.
So
Okay.
unfortunately, you grab on to the golden budding flower, and it doesn't move.
oh,
It seems extremely rooted in its place.
you can't lift it?
I cannot.
Weren't Moof and old Benjamin killed in the summer?
Huh?
Well, this is spring. Also, I don't know.
Therese, you wanted to know if there are any similarities
Yeah.
between the different visions, and there are. You can tell in every scene by looking at it closely that regardless of who the person is talking to Tataka, and what time period it is, there seems to be a great deal of respect, bordering on reverence. That's just as true for Moof as it is for old Benjamin, as it is for Ramos.
They seem to respect Tataka. Are these just egotistical? We wouldn't know that word, but are these just like things Tataka made to make himself feel better? He never knew Moof. He never knew old Benjamin.
Is Moof some kind of funny creature?
Yes, that's a good description.
They were companions.
Who was? Oh, of us, yes.
Compare Moof to Rings. Who is better?
I just met Rings.
I just met Moof.
Moof could talk.
It's Rings. Come on. Wait. Do they die? Why are they like this?
They're
Yeah.
dead.
Oh, did you kill them?
I walk to the other side of the room.
Oh,
Wait.
well, bring your jug.
Yeah.
You got some more watering to do.
Yeah, I just continue on watering.
Hey, Tracy, did he kill them?
We didn't know. No, we did
So you
not.
did.
No, people that travel with us have had a tendency in the past to not always meet peaceful ends.
Oh.
But we didn't directly kill them, no.
Okay.
Yogala, someone you don't know, more directly killed.
I've heard of Yogala.
Have you?
Yes.
How?
I've studied much magic, black magic included, and I've seen the name Yogala. I'm certain of it.
That would be very strange.
I find Moof to be strange.
He was.
I rather like him, so I'm gonna just keep watching the Moof conversation while we have more watering happening.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm watering all the seeds around.
So
Ones that don't work, I just try another one
okay.
until they all work.
So I'm going to give you two quick bits of information, one for Pomper and one for Villiand. So Pomper, you try to water the rest of the seeds like in each square, right? That's the plan?
Yeah.
If I'm understanding correctly?
Yeah.
That doesn't work. There is no reaction in the same way that there was in the first one.
I'll yell to you. I say, Pomper, try watering them all in this one.
Okay.
All in 5?
In one.
Yep.
We all came over to him to get the food, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yep, I throw them all in one and start watering.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Villiand,
One's locked in. Yeah.
since you're focused so much on Moof and Tataka having a conversation,
Never seen a creature like either of these guys.
right?
Yeah.
You can actually hear faint whispers,
Oh.
and if you focus in enough, you can hear what they're talking about.
I would choose to focus in.
Okay. So you hear Tataka speaking, and Tataka says, "Little one, I know that no one respects you. That your whole life you've been beaten into submission. Your emotions toyed with. You've been told at every step in your life that you are worthless. That's why I took you out of that place. Not just so you could get better, but so for the first time in your life, you could have somebody listen. What is it that you want? Tell me in no ambiguous terms. And I, oh my sweet, sweet little kobold, I'll give it to you."
Freak, dude.
Disturbing.
Does Moof not respond?
There's a long pause. Moof seems overwhelmed. Clearly, like, not expecting this. Not something that he's put thought into. And so he's just kind of, like, fidgety. He's just moving. He's like, what do I want? What do I want?
Villiand is very entertained.
Okay.
Villiand really likes Moof a lot.
Okay. Moof does eventually spit out a single word of what he wants.
Revenge.
He goes, I want an adventure.
Oh.
No move.
He is so cute.
He is.
I could hear 100 stories about Moof. I suggest you take your seeds elsewhere.
Yeah.
Square one is taken.
Well, we've tried them in the other.
Yeah, I tried every single one, and
You haven't. No, you haven't
Well-
tried like seed 3 and 2.
Yeah,
no,
right.
I rotated them all.
Did you?
Yeah,
You didn't say that. You
No.
you did 2 and 2
I
and
said
3
I-
and 3 and 4 and 4.
I said I rotate all the seeds.
We can run
Okay.
through all of that.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
your
okay.
your
All
strategy
combinations.
That would take hours.
So you've done
just
several things. The thing that has worked is putting one seed in one, watering it, it grew. Okay. You've tried all the seeds in one, that didn't work. You've tried different seeds in the rest of them. You've tried watering them, that doesn't work. And you've tried switching them around in the other plots, and watering them hasn't worked.
Okay, running out of water.
No, I hate puzzles.
Try, Villian, use your
Wait,
shield
this-
and try digging up the plant.
I have. It is firmly in the dirt.
Can I snap off a piece of this plant?
I do
You
not
can try.
assume you're strong enough, but
Yeah, I
go
want to
ahead.
snap a piece.
Can you make a strength check?
Oh, here we go.
It's like 14, I think.
You try with all of your might to snap off even the tiniest piece, but it doesn't budge.
I want to go to the Death Knights. Wait, can we get a hint?
They don't respond to you.
Come on. I'll play you a good song. Silence.
But they don't seem to take offense at your suggestion.
Okay.
I'll go to the Death Knight and I'll try to take one of the torches.
Out of their hands?
Yeah.
So
Roll for initiative.
Roll for damage.
yeah, so what ends up happening is like you go up to it and you like grab onto the torch. You can feel the Death Knight's grip on the torch getting tighter.
Okay.
So it doesn't like attack you or snap at you or anything.
Right.
What it does is it just kind of tightens its grip, pulls slowly away from you, and just like
I release. Yeah.
it just motions like in a direction. It's like
Which direction?
it's just right in front of you. It's
Oh,
not
like, get
pointing to any
away.
specific thing. He just seems to be communicating like, I will go where you want me to go.
Oh. So we have 2 Death Knights we can place somewhere.
Put them in the broken.
Yeah.
The broken ones.
Come stand by this broken wall, Death Knight.
Okay, which broken wall are you referring to?
2.
Okay. So the Death Knight marches over to the broken wall and turns around and remains stoic.
Facing the middle of the room.
Put a seed in there. Tell him to light it with the fire.
Do it.
Say
I
it.
do that. Yeah.
Okay, so that's your command toward the Death Knight.
Yeah.
So the Death Knight follows you almost completely. It doesn't light the seed on fire because it doesn't need to. Because what ends up happening is it bends down with the seed already in there. You were attempting to water it earlier, so the seed's already there. As the torch gets close to the seed, the same reaction happens that happened in 1,
Right.
Oh.
where
So-
you had a golden sprout.
So it didn't
knew
even
it,
need to be
man.
buried.
It was... Sorry, it is buried. It was
Okay.
buried
Yeah,
in
he
the
buried
dirt.
it.
Yeah, basically
So you
there's
need
a
water.
there's a seed back in every one of them buried because
Yeah.
he was trying.
Or who's got ice powers?
Yeah, we need. Well, fall would be what?
It's a great question.
Blow on it.
Sure. Yeah, wind.
Yeah. And the Death Knight is only holding. They have their weapon and a torch, or all both of them.
Yeah, so they have a sword strapped to their back, and they're holding a torch.
Yeah.
Their other hand, that is a skeleton hand, has nothing in it.
I go to the winter one and I cast Chill Touch
Sure.
on the seed.
That works, and
Yeah.
the seed sprouts.
Forgot I had.
So
that.
what do we have? Do we have
Ice
summer
powers.
and
We've done spring, summer, stone,
Fall.
nothing.
We
yet
need,
for
we need
fall
either
and winter.
wind or like to kill it.
put some leaves on it?
Do you have an idea, or you just close
Um,
the book?
I got nothing.
Oh, okay.
That was like, yeah. I
Just
got
some
like,
more information as you solve these things. So you just solved 2 and 5. Spirits flood back into the room.
And they're just little sprouts again, or
They're identical. So
Okay, yeah.
much as the seeds were identical, the way that they sprout out from the ground is identical as well.
I mean, I'll go like blow on the ground over
I
the other
want-
one.
Me
That
too.
works.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, just a little bit of behind the scenes. So these things are very flexible. So like for the water one, you could pour like anything on it.
Spit on it?
Yeah.
I was thinking about spitting on one.
Yeah.
just some sort of.
If
liquid.
he touched with his hand the fallen one, would that work too?
No,
The detonate?
it would need to be some sort of wind.
Oh,
So
okay.
blowing on it is
So-
allowed.
Water, fire, air, water
Ice.
again.
Fifth
Well,
element.
yeah.
Fifth element. So which one is love? I go to the stone and I tell Pomper I love him.
Well, that question will maybe be answered.
Oh.
So all of the things blossom, and the Death Knight remains where it is. It's just hovering above 2. The other one is still in its corner, in the right corner. All the spirits flood back into the room. Is there anything in this moment that you guys would like to do?
Well, I mean, are the spirits cool? Do we have anything as entertaining as move?
They're all. You can hear faint whisperings for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah, now that more spirits have flooded in, it's harder to focus in on a particular one.
Sure.
But they are all having conversations.
Get out of the way, you're blocking move.
If we walk through them, do they dissipate or do they remain?
They remain now.
I'll go back to the center.
Okay. When you go back to the center, Therese, the wall in between the 2 Death Knights splits open
Oh.
and opens backward, and there is a passageway leading upward.
Oh, good. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. I will follow.
Immediately.
Yeah, I'll
leave.
go.
Immediately.
You are absolutely welcome to leave. However, the 2 and 4, the walls begin reforming.
Oh.
It's taking a few minutes, so you can leave now if you want. That's totally fine.
I will
But-
not leave.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
waiting.
Yeah, I'll look.
Okay.
I left, but I realized no one's following me.
Okay.
Come on.
The
I come
walls
back
are
in.
reforming.
We have to split up. I'll go with bird cough.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Just wait a minute.
We
Wait,
do
why?
not have to split up.
Wait for what?
The walls are reforming.
It's just gonna be more murals.
Yeah,
Maybe.
what if it's bad guys?
Just hang on a minute.
What if it's bad guys?
All right, I'm gonna wait in the doorway and wait.
Me too.
Okay. So, Villiand and Birdcough are waiting in the doorway.
Yeah, I don't want to fight.
The colors on wall 1 and 1-5 are changing. They're mixing.
Ooh, whoa.
So the image is changing. It's no longer a scene of seasons. They're all kind of forming together. And while you two wait, the walls 2 and 4 completely reform. And here's what you end up seeing. You see a giant hill that starts on 1 and 5 and goes all the way up onto the ceiling.
Oh.
Okay? And the ceiling is completely smooth. And at the tip, at the very top, you see what is obviously Tataka. What looks like hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of nondescript people are all kneeling on the hill before Tataka. In the doorway, Birdcough and Villiand,
Mm-hmm.
you see a gigantic staircase where the stairs are huge. Like a medium-sized creature would need to, like, you couldn't just lift up your foot
Mm-hmm.
and climb up. You have to, like, clamber up. They're like platforms that you have to ascend. And there is a giant white door frame at the very top. And there are giant flames kind of along both sides leading up to the white door frame.
I think this is bad.
Is Moof still around?
Is the spirit of Moof? Yes.
Move.
Move.
There is no response, unfortunately.
Can't hear you, Bobber.
It's
Don't
just
you have
an,
some spell to help or something?
It's just an illusion anyway.
Pampa, I believe it to be real.
Why?
I was listening carefully. I could hear what they were saying.
Really?
What did they say?
Totaka, he was offering anything that Moof wanted. He was sort of taking advantage of how Moof felt alone.
Wait,
This sounds
Does he- do you
suspicious.
think he grants wishes then?
I do, but I think they are bad wishes.
No.
Yeah,
Why?
I think he finds vulnerable people and is very persuasive with them.
I think he's trying to get a rise out of us. I used to be friends with Moof.
I do not recognize a single soul in this whole room.
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't sound that bad to me. It sounds pretty nice,
Yes,
actually.
Birdcough, do you feel like you were played with in that room?
No.
Yes, exactly.
No, I wasn't.
He's trying to tear us apart.
I reach into. I just remembered something. I reach into the bag of holding and I pull out, if it's still in there, which I believe it is, a kobold finger.
I can't think of any reason why it wouldn't be in there.
I hand it to Pomper and I say, "You can try it if you want."
Ew. What's that?
It'd be up to him.
Is that his finger, really?
Yeah, what is
All right, we're gonna res Moof.
What's going on?
Oh, wait, because you have a spell that can...
Yeah.
Oh, he needs a piece of his body.
Let's res.
No.
It's only one way to get to the bottom of this.
Hey, Villain, what are they doing?
Are you using black magic? What are you up to?
I think it'd be the whitest magic there is.
Yeah, it's up to the
I mean,
the spirit.
Huh?
Which one is it? Resurrection?
It's called resurrection.
7th level necromancy? You have that spell?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think he took
got
that
it.
a while ago.
He got it for this reason.
okay.
Like 100 years.
okay,
You
so
touch a dead creature.
Oh.
So I don't know if it's,
Maybe I'm thinking true resurrection?
but at the same time,
Don't you have any res?
I have Revivify, which is like immediate.
the spell closes all
death.
mortal wounds and restores any missing body parts.
Yeah, I think you just need any part of it.
Yeah,
Missing body parts is not the entirety of a body, is it?
they would be more
all right,
specific though.
let's read
Sure.
all of Resurrection.
Sure.
So you have Resurrection, a 7th level necromancy
True
spell.
resurrection says it can provide a new body if it doesn't have one.
You touch a dead creature that has been dead for no more than a century, that didn't die of old age and isn't undead. If its soul is free and willing, the target returns to life with all of its hit points. The spell neutralizes any poison and cures normal diseases affecting the creature when it died. It doesn't, however, remove magical diseases, curses, and the like. If such effects aren't removed prior to casting the spell, they afflict the target on its return to life. The spell closes all mortal wounds and restores any missing body parts.
It says any.
That
That's a
line,
DM call.
that line to me right there, heavily fits your desires.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Coming back from the dead is an ordeal. The target takes a -4 penalty on all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks.
For the rest of its life?
Every time the target finishes a long rest, the penalty is reduced by 1 until it disappears. So
That's
it's like
good
a
rule.
haunting
Yeah.
effect.
That's a really good
yeah.
rule.
Go to sleep for a while.
Yeah.
Casting the spell to restore the life to a creature that has been dead for 1 year or longer taxes you greatly. That's interesting.
Whoa.
Until you finish a long rest, you can't cast spells again,
Uh-oh.
and you have a disadvantage on all attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws.
Damn.
Time to bust the hut out.
Pay up.
Save a life.
Yeah.
Also,
Pay up.
It takes an hour.
it takes 1 hour to do.
This is amazing.
An hour?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Are you doing it?
I'm doing it.
Are you committing to this action?
I am committed.
Okay.
Fully committed.
Well, I guess we'll find out what happens next time on Tabletop Escapades.